Madden gods.
Perfect.
Welcome into T4G Gamers. Today we're going to be talking about the top 8 sleeper tight ends to trade for and or pick up in Madden 24 franchise mode. We're also going to do another video on the top however many sleeper wide receiver to tight end position switches to trade for. A lot of great guys in that. If you guys like our content, make sure to hit the like button down below. And also 75% of our viewers are not subscribed to us. So if you guys like the content we produce and you want to stay up to date with us, make sure to hit that subscribe button and then click the notification bell as well. Let's jump into it. All right, so the first guy on our list is Zach Kuntz from the free agency. Any one of you guys can pick him up. Now, don't be fooled by his overall. Okay, this guy, for one, is 6'7", which is ridiculous, and he has a high motor. He has 85 speed. There's a lot to like about this guy. He's not injury prone. His stamina is cheeks, probably because he's 6'7". He gets different air up there or whatever. The altitude's different. But this guy could be a beast. I mean, he really could. He really could be a beast in the right hands. I actually want to do a rebuild and pick him up and see if I can make him into a monster, because I think I could. I really do think I could. His awareness is terrible. He's at 56 awareness, so he doesn't know his hand from his foot. But this guy in the right hands, you could do some work with him. All right, so the next guy on our list is Albert, and Albert's a 3-year pro, so if you guys trade for him, which he's really easy to trade for, if you trade for him, you'll be able to sign him for incredibly cheap. He's fast. He's got some height to him too, 6'5". He's not a small guy whatsoever. His injury and stamina are well within the parameters of success. You know, there's nothing really you look at him besides his awareness. And that's a good thing. That's not a terrible thing at all. His awareness is not going to make him catch the ball less. And if it is, it's very insignificant. This is a guy we have on our list. His age, it puts him to where he's not higher on our list. Dev trait is not something I'm going to worry about with tight ends because of the fact that that's only an added bonus. If you don't get your tight ends dev trait up, that's on you. That's not on Madden. These aren't offensive linemen. They're tight ends. Next guy on our list is Higgins. Now, Higgins offers quite a bit of security for you. He's easy to trade for. Normal depth, 22 years old, out of Stanford. Big fella. Not super huge in height, but same point in time, he makes up for that height with speed. His injury rating is pretty solid. Even his ball carry vision's not bad. He drops passes, but then again, a lot of elite guys do. So this is a guy that you can work on over time. You can build his dev trade up. He just doesn't have awareness, which is exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to sleepers anyways. Next on the list, we got Brevin Jordan. He's a normal dev, 23-year-old player. Very young guy too for being in the league for 2 years. He's coming up on a contract, in a year from now you'll be able to sign him to an incredibly cheap deal. Very, very cheap. He's got good speed to him, not like great speed, good acceleration. For the most part, his awareness is cheeks. It's not good at all. He keeps his feet in bounds. His injury stamina are fantastic. And this is a guy that you can definitely build into your team. It's hard when you're on the Texans because you got to build so many other guys. He's not the only young guy that you're building. You have to build a quarterback, the offensive line, the wide receivers. But if you're on another team, it'd be easier to build with this guy if you have more of an established team. Like if you're on the Chiefs and something happens to Travis Kelce, this would be a great addition to your team, something like that. So this is a guy you could build up, definitely a guy we recommend. We didn't move far on the list before we got to Chig. Chig has a star dev. This dude is a beast. Honestly, it starts to get hard within our top 4. Because our top 4, these guys are really close to similar. There's 2 guys that are basically the top guys. He's not far off. Seriously, he is so close. This is a guy you could trade for relatively easy. Great speed for the most part. His agility is where he's lacking. His injury and stamina are actually, I wish his stamina was a little higher, but when it comes to tight ends, it's just the name of the game. His awareness is a little bit better. Acceleration is solid. You got to work on his route running, no doubt about that, particularly his short route running. But this is a guy who can turn into an absolute monster in the right hands. The next guy on our list here is Trey McBride. Trey McBride's also a star dev, which is going to give you a huge, those 2 guys, the last 2 guys are going to give you a massive boost because they're star devs already too, and they're already a little better than the other guys. So these guys are the guys that I would expect to be superstars within 3 years. 3 to 4 years, possibly even faster than that. Just depends on your system and how you play and what have you. But this guy's injury, stamina are fantastic for a tight end. Absolutely fantastic. His awareness is not super amazing. It's better than the other guys, though. And that's why you see his overalls going a little bit higher. But for the most part, this guy's not that difficult to trade for. and he's worth every cent of it because this guy could absolutely be a baller for your team. Next on the list, we got Luke Musgrave. Now, Luke Musgrave is a normal dev, but the thing about Luke Musgrave, and they didn't give him enough credit for his speed. This guy's one of the fastest dudes that you're going to come across as a tight end for his size as well. I mean, in just general speaking terms, this guy is very, very mobile, and he's mobile, hostile, and agile. He's got all that stuff going on. He's aggressive in catch. He's got good traits, what have you. His awareness isn't my favorite, but at the same point in time, he is a very, very talented tight end that I think even is a higher overall than this. I think Luke Musgrave in the future will be a name that we all recognize. I really do. I just hope that he stays healthy. He is very tall. He's going to take more knee shots than average. And that's something that he's had. He's gotten injuries in the past, and this is why he fell in the draft. That there's nothing else of why he fell in the draft besides injuries, and this guy can compete with the best of them. Next on the list, we got my favorite tight end coming out of the draft, Sam Laporta. The Lions got an absolute steal here. Madden did the man dirty with his speed. His speed should be the highest across the board. The guy's very loose in the hips and the ankles. This is a tight end I was very high on coming into the draft. I talked about him a lot. People called me crazy, said this guy wasn't that good. They don't know what I'm talking about. This guy is going to make all of you guys eat your words who said that, because I don't care where he plays. This guy's a stud. They did him dirty on his speed, though, but it's still an 86 in this, which isn't too bad. His injury and stamina rating and his toughness are off the charts for a tight end. He's got a 70 base awareness. He's got a hidden dev. He's like a star dev. This guy's fantastic. Honestly, Sam Laporta would be a guy that I would have to go and get as much as I possibly could in each franchise that I'm in. This guy's fantastic, and I can't wait to see him play, and he's going to just ball out.